again, they made it past like 4 major stages. I'm like, at this point, somebody would have caught them, right? Some of the clips, don't get me wrong, I was like, oh, that looks sus, but I mean, Jesus, go through half of my clips on YouTube.
See, that's the point that kind of got me right there. When he said that, I said, like, so in the back of your mind, you've seen clips that were sus. What does he finish here and say?
YouTube shorts and tell me if not like 4 or 5 of them are sus, at very least in the past 10. So that.
But I mean, he knew some of it was like, you know what I'm saying? Nice perm there. Thank you. I don't think he knew they were full on cheating, but he like in that clip he did say he knew they were little. He's seen a couple clips that were sus. So I don't know. He seems innocent. You know what I'm saying?
Again, I had no reason to not believe them. They took a chance on me, and that's why I went to bat for them on Twitter. But unfortunately, I didn't know. On top of that, Vex also swore to me that he wasn't cheating. He swore to me.
Let me see this. So Vex, what is this about? I don't think Vex is cheating, but I need this to know ASAP. I'm down whenever. Rob said, Vex, swear to me you're not yacked. And it won't.
Let's go.
I think we should.
This is more than.
I think we should go outside, read some logs, and have a conversation out there.
Yeah, you're lucky it's us, and we're not immediately. If it would have been the parent.
Oh, not you. Not you. Okay, well, can you stand it?
Can you imagine? There's an older brother and wasn't with the camera. Yeah, I think the best bet is to walk outside. I want you to explain a couple of these chat logs, and I want to see your honesty before I let you know if we're gonna turn this in or not. Come on. Two felonies.
How did you get the nickname Nathan, Jonathan?
My name is Jonathan. Nathan's just a shortened version of Jonathan.
I've never heard that in my life.
It's Jonathan.
Right.
Nathan's Nathan.
Yeah. But I just never heard that.
A mistake is not turning the light off when you leave the house. A mistake is something juvenile. This ain't a mistake. Thank you.
The cameras here are just for your protection and ours. Just a reminder.
As soon as a cop would come, the evidence and you being here alone is all they would need. Just so you understand how that would work if we wanted to pursue that. But I want to hear you be honest and be open, because no one makes a mistake for 2 months. I mean, like, do you understand our frustration?
Absolutely. Look, I do understand the frustration, the anger.
I mean, what should be the punishment for someone to come luring a minor off the internet? What do you think? Tell me.
I didn't.
Do you think
that when she asked me if I wanted to, where we were going to go, I thought, okay, I was just going to meet a friend at a public place. I understand being friendly with someone. I didn't.
I just want to get these chat logs up. You got to go over on the iPad. Will glitch out.
So no, keep on what you're saying. You what?
I thought that meeting someone that I was talking to in a public place just to say hello didn't think that it was illegal. I thought that, yeah, it was a stupid lapse in judgment and that it's something I shouldn't probably do. But I didn't think that it was going to cause harm to somebody in particular. I didn't think. I wasn't coming here to cause any harm to anyone. I wasn't coming here
But
to like.
If it led to something more, say it did. Say whatever you're.
Yo,
I'll hear you out.
That's
these niggas be
that's
capping,
harm
bro.
to a child.
No, of course. I don't want.
I mean, you're
anything to
telling me.
happen.
Say it did. Say whatever you're. That's harm to a child. This, but
I don't want anything harmful to happen to anybody.
you're talking to a 13-year-old, telling her she has a nice smile, nice hair, a nice face.
Calling her bae.
Calling her
She
boo.
told her to call me. She said,
I don't care what a
nickname's Tay Tay."
13-year-old tells you. They can't consent to anything.
Okay, you're right. So
You're a grown man, dude.
That's right. You're right.
But why is it taking us to confronting you and catching you in this moment to making you understand, making you feel sorry, making you.
Felt inappropriate while I was doing it. I knew that it wasn't correct to do.
Do you have a problem?
So
Are you attracted to children?
Oh no, not at all.
So then
then why are you
mean?
meeting a
Why are you here?
13-year-old?
Because I just wanted to say hello.
I mean,
didn't wanna,
so you post a picture of a
that
nude
was
girl
on-
in your bed,
in
yes,
the
in a group chat,
room, yeah,
and then you say
to make sure that she didn't. Did you see that? And I was like,
was drinking you towards it, corrupting the youth. What do you mean? What? That's you.
What does that mean?
That was
What? Another mistake?
a mistake. Yeah, that was a fuck up on my part.
If I didn't just pull that up, you're about to just tell me that I was hoping she didn't see it, but then you just
No,
said I'm directing you towards it, corrupting the youth.
I forgot about that. Yeah. Look,
What do you mean you forgot about it?
I forgot about that. I sent that. It was late at night. I think the timestamp was super late. I sent it or something. I was just forgot that I had said it. Around was an idiot.
I mean, I just don't understand. I'm 28 years old, and I've been in plenty of dark places where I've had low points in life, and I've never thought about talking to a 13-year-old. I thought that talking to a 13-year-old was okay. It's never crossed my mind. So that's why we ask you again. Do you have problems? Do you have attraction towards children?
No.
Do you need help?
No, please.
You don't need help.
I don't.
So then what do you need to go to jail?
No, I don't think so.
So
I don't believe I need to go to jail.
So you don't believe any, like, you think
I made a mistake, absolutely.
a mistake?
I made a mistake.
Hey, how you doing?
Well,
Let him explain.
yeah, let him tell you what he's doing here.
I was talking to someone online, and they were underage, and they asked if I wanted to come and meet them, to hang out, to say hello. And I just thought I would come and say hello,
And you drove 45 minutes.
I didn't come to meet them. I came to meet them.
Okay.
How long have you been talking to the 13-year-old?
About 2 months, probably.
And you luring a minor off the internet is illegal, correct?
I did not know.
You didn't know that.
What do you do
No,
now?
I thought that talking to someone was talking to someone.
How old are you?
32.
I mean, are you like exchanging pictures with this person?
Regular ones, and then I sent other photos, yeah,
Of what?
of a woman in underwear.
And what did you say about that photo specifically?
I said that I
Try and direct this towards you because I'm corrupting the youth. Bro, I have godchildren. No.
Do you have your ID on you by any chance?
And he went by Nathan L in the chat room. His real name is Jonathan.
From
West Palm Beach. He drove all the way out here.
All right, you mind just taking a seat real fast for me?
Should we go over here?
Yeah. You mind just hanging out with him? Can you hang out with him?
How you doing, officer?
Talk to me over here.
Okay. Good. Yeah, sure. Just don't push the button in the back.
Yeah. Like I said, a mistake is leaving the door open, leaving the light on. This ain't a mistake. You don't make a mistake for 2 months. You don't drive 45 minutes making a mistake. Telling the minor, don't tell your mom. Like, we were just at the police today turning. We had one last night. Have one. We turned in 7 of them. Yeah, James. Yeah, he's my guy. Said he drove to say hi and then to leave.
45-minute
He
drive.
drove after 2 months of talking.
To a 13-year-old child. He goes like, "Something back there. Come on, come on." Oh, yeah. Come on, northbound. What we do is we have a little drive, share. Catalog, pictures, the information that we gather, and have a conversation about it.
I mean, 2 months just isn't a mistake. It's not a mistake. That's a problem.
Black belt, black shirt, black shorts.
I mean, in a meeting and telling her you're trying to corrupt the youth. Like, do you understand?
Right.
I don't know his intentions. Obviously, without him saying it.
This shit is wild, boy.
Right.
Yeah. 2 months. 2 months of a conversation, driving 45 minutes.
That's weird.
You know, that's not a mistake. And I mean, that's the only thing he keeps saying is a mistake. Yeah. He said he was in a dark place, so he thought talking to a 13-year-old's all right. I'm sure most humans on Earth have been in hard times, and they don't turn to talking to 13-year-olds and driving 45 minutes to meeting them in a Walmart and telling them not to tell their mom.
That's crazy.
And you said it multiple times. This could land me in prison. Did you not? So that is a joke. Once again, that's a really crappy joke. And the problem is, this happens all the time. One of my best
I bet she
friends,
says this is
one of my teammates,
I bet she-
19-year-old daughter, was of age, meeting off the internet, kidnapped and killed. We have no idea what your intentions were, no matter what you think or say. So all it would have took is her, like you said, she asked me to meet you here. What if she asked to get in your car with you?
That's a whole.
So you drove 45 minutes just to say hi?
I figured if I did
45 minutes?
Public place, it was, although still very inappropriate, I figured it would be just slightly less inappropriate than if I met her anywhere else. I figured at least being public, it was safe, that nothing would go wrong, nothing would ever.
Why are you trying to defend yourself now? Go to jail.
But here's the problem. So you get in a more dark place. Then what? You turn to it again?
Go see what they want to do in jail.
And then you get more sad and you get more depressed. You said your girlfriend you were fighting. So that's why you were doing this, because you wanted someone to talk to. So what happens if it gets more serious with your
Well, they got
girlfriend
hotlines for that.
or your dark place? So then you say screw it, and you do go and hook up or try to hang out and get in your car with a 13-year-old. You say no, but you're here. You showed up, drove 45 minutes. You talked for 2 months. And when I first approach you, you say, "Oh, I didn't know it was illegal." You have double the age, double the life experience. Someone who has a bedtime, bro. And thank God I said we're here with cameras, we're here with cops, you're safe, no one can harm you. Think if it was a parent, think if it was an older brother caught their little sister, they looked over their phone and saw this. I wouldn't be going this way. You're lucky. This is a lucky situation for you. Because now you can hopefully get some help, because that's what you need. Because no one in the right mind drives 45 minutes and talks 2 months to a 13-year-old because they're sad. Everybody gets sad. Everybody has hard times. I didn't want you to show up tonight. That's not I don't want anybody to ever show up. But you made that decision, and that's not a mistake. I think our idea of a mistake is a little different.
Where did you meet? What app was it off of?
Just was it Keek? Kick? He has it on there. I mean,
I didn't even know anybody uses that.
Yeah, I've never even heard of it until.
What?
It's before your time.
And
No, I use Kick. It's like WhatsApp from.
Yeah. I mean,
That's our sergeant.
sending pics to a 13-year-old. Video chats, videos. Sending, I mean, regardless it was to a group chat, you send a half-naked picture of a grown woman, but then you ask her to look at it and say, "I'm corrupting the youth." Think about that. Look at that's malicious intent right there.
Yeah, for now, let me sort out what we have. We can hold it as far east as, say, 6.
Like,
Nothing to say either. Look at it. Nothing to say. What are you gonna say?
this is a problem.
What are you gonna say, bro?
So once again, like I asked you earlier, what do you think the repercussions should be for someone that lures a minor off the internet? You're saying you don't think you should go to jail, so do you not think that you maybe need to get help, need to seek help? Because if you're in a dark place, talk to a family member. If you're in a dark place, you talk to a licensed psychiatrist, a counselor. You don't turn to a 13-year-old.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? I mean, I'm glad after 2 months and a 45-minute drive, it took me to make you understand that. It's what there's therapists out there for that. When you're in a dark place and you're going through stuff, you don't try to corrupt the youth.
He literally said that. That's crazy. I wish he would show the messages sometimes. So you can see them. I don't know if that's a bit of privacy or like it's a law or what, but I wish they did. I wish they did.
What happened? Hey, man.
People just casually walking by. They don't know like, what's going on. That's crazy.
Why are you here?
I could be anybody. Like you just walk by somebody. Whole time he's a predator.
Well, because this man was talking to a 13-year-old on the internet and asked her to meet in public. Is there anything you have to say?
Thinking. It's always the same.
You weren't thinking?
No, I must not have been.
And that's how crimes happen. And it's hard to have sympathy for you, so I understand you're going through a hard time, like many people do. But when people go through a hard time, they don't talk to minors. They don't talk to 13-year-olds unless they're child predators.
The police want to speak to you.
How's it going, Jonathan? All right. This time I'm advising you of your rights before I ask you any questions. You must understand your rights. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in court. You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before I ask you any questions, and to have him with you during questioning. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be appointed for you without cost before any questions if you wish. If you decide to answer questions now without a lawyer present, you will still have the right to stop answering at any time. You have the right to stop answering questions at any time until you consult a lawyer. Do you understand your rights? All right. So what are you doing here tonight?
I was talking to a girl online, and we decided that we wanted to say hello. And I decided that I would come over and say hello. And I drove here to say hello.
Do you feel comfortable sitting, or do you want to stand up?
I can stand, I can sit.
Whatever's more comfortable for you. So I don't want you to feel like you're cornered or anything, but who was this person?
Actually, her name was Taylor.
Her name was Taylor, and how old is she?
She said she was 13.
Okay, and what did you intend on doing here with her?
We were going to walk around. She said when I last texted her, that she had to buy a dog collar, and that was it. So I said we were going to walk around and just need to buy a dog collar and got money for candy. And I said, okay. She said, meet me at the dog collar area, and I walked in.
I saw a few messages about that, and then I saw one that said, do you want to say more than say hi? Do you care to tell me anything like what that is supposed to mean?
Well, I said, I thought we were just going to meet and say hi. And she said, well, that's up to you, whichever you prefer. And I don't think I said anything complete afterwards in regards to whether or not we were going to do anything other than just be here and walk around. I don't believe I made any concrete plans in regards to that.
I mean, is that what your goal was, though?
Just walk around, yeah.
Okay, and what did you mean? I also saw one earlier. I think it might have been from like November that said you wanted to play like hide and seek in the park.
Oh, because she said that after we met in public. to the park. And I said, well, it's going to be dark. What are you going to do? Play hide and seek in the dark? Like, question mark? Because it seemed like an odd question to say after going to a public place in the evening to then go to a public park at night. It didn't, going to a park at night was closed in general anyway.
And how did you even meet this person?
Oh, it was on Kick, group chat.
All right. I mean, like they were kind of saying, it's kind of like you're really like on a gray border right now. Like meeting up with someone like that, telling them their parents shouldn't know about it. You can't tell anyone about it. You know what you're doing is wrong, and you know you shouldn't be here meeting up with someone like that. I mean, what if your employer finds out about this? Which I'm sure these guys are going to send them every video ever in every text.
I'm sure.
So
I have a question. Is the girlfriend real? You really have a girlfriend, or this is time to be honest? So you have a girlfriend. You're a grown man.
I do.
Because in the initial week when you first started talking, did you not say to her, I'm trying to find an excuse to hang out with you. I can't tell my girlfriend I'm going to hang out with a 13-year-old.
I said I can't tell that I'm talking to someone that's that young, and that I shouldn't be.
I'm trying to find an excuse to come hang out with you because it's hard to tell my girlfriend I'm going to hang out with a 13-year-old.
Yeah, we were trying to make plans to hang out, and I said I'm trying to find something to say. Yeah.
I mean,
you what do you do for work? You're like
I'm a hand therapist.
Yeah, so your intelligence level's like way up there. You got a lot of school for that.
Yes, sir.
And then you're telling me that intellectually you're gonna have a conversation with a 13-year-old?
Not intellectually, probably, no.
So
Just
what's your goal then?
Just to talk, meet them, say hello. As I said to them, I wasn't really in a great place. She seemed nice, and I guess the term is like bubbly, and having someone fun to talk to just seemed nice, in my opinion. Someone that I could just speak to and talk to them. And we wanted to meet and say hello, and I figured it took a while for me to even really, really finally agree and come and actually do it because
it's wrong.
Because it's inappropriate, yeah. But I
still made the decision to come.
Hello to her, yeah.
And that's not a mistake. I mean, you're a licensed therapist, so there's licensed psychiatrists out there that you can talk to. That's what it's for when people are going through hard times. Correct? People with the right sense in their head aren't turning into
in between homes right now or something?
No, sir.
Or what do you mean you're like?
I was just depressed, I guess, just feeling very sad, listless. I don't know if there's a real, impetus to it in my actual life. It was just a sense of sadness, just no matter what.
Yeah, but regardless, it's not an excuse to talk to a child. You know that, right? Like in your head, you can't sympathize with yourself. That
no.
Okay.
Have you ever spoken to a psychiatrist?
When I was younger, just for just in general, having bad grades in school.
Oh, okay. Were you acting out in school or anything?
I was just getting bad grades, so they wanted to see if I had ADD, and I went to a therapist for a little bit, and they put me on Adderall, but I didn't take it.
But nothing else, nothing for depression or anything like that?
Not anything, sir.
Maybe that's something you should discuss it. If you don't want to talk to maybe your parents, maybe with your girlfriend, hey, I don't know, I'm unhappy, I need to speak to someone else. This is what I resorted to. This is pretty low. It's a pretty low point. I know it's embarrassing because they're going to put you on all these videos, but
that's what it takes for people to be afraid to do it and stop.
Can we understand and can you make it clear that you understand this is more than a mistake, that this is a problem? That's what's frustrating me. Like I said, mistakes leaving the door unlocked, open. This is not a mistake, a 2-month mistake, a 45-minute mistake. Are we understanding that?
I see what you mean. It's a problem that I thought that it was even okay to talk to her and decide that I would try.
I'll make it up to you. I'll give you more candy.
Yeah, I guess I just wanted her to think that I was nice and fun.
So you're grooming her, making her think you're safe and you're okay to be around, correct?
That we friends because I wanted a friend to talk to, and she was like, "Oh, I love this type of candy," and I was saying how I couldn't come and see her that one time. So I said, "Because I can't come and see you, the next time I do see you, I'll buy you more candy." And it was like a thing like that.
Do you realize how lucky you are that the police and us are here and not a father or the actual child?
Yeah, we're not here to harm you.
I know.
I mean, trust me.
Here's your ID back. Can I get a little more info from you? So,
What city do you live in?
I mean, why would you send naked pictures or explicit pictures of your girlfriend to people?
Group chat.
Yeah.
It was a group chat, and they were sending like things like that. They were sending
Who's they?
movie pictures to the other people in the group chat.
Your girlfriend would appreciate that.
Those weren't of my girlfriend. Those were just ones that I had gotten from online.
But the
So
bed
you
matched
lied.
your
So you
bed.
lied about it.
In Mayhead, that I said they were my girlfriend.
You did.
what's a good number to reach you at?
908.
All right. I mean, that's all. That's all I have for you tonight. But I would. I mean, I know they're kind of harsh on you, and they're just kind of telling you how it is.
Well,
And a lot of people would be a lot worse than that, but I think you kind of do need to hear that. Like a reality check, because
Thank you guys for the support.
you're a smart guy. You have a good job, a decent life. You say you have a girlfriend. I mean, you're obviously not like in a shell. You can go meet people. You have skills to talk to people. Go meet someone your own age. You know, if you in your head know this is wrong, it's wrong. And you didn't say specific things. That's why you're not going away in handcuffs right now. But
That's also, I didn't want to do anything specific with her at all. I didn't want to do anything physical. I didn't want anything explicit with that girl. I didn't. That's why.
I mean, I hope that's the truth, but I really, really, really doubt it.
I understand. I don't expect you to believe me.
Because if that girl would have showed up, I really, really, really doubt it. You were just planning on walking around this dirty Walmart.
I understand. I
All right.
understand.
So maybe listen to what these guys have to say. I don't know. Maybe have them sit down and call your girlfriend or someone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's
Just
what's coming next.
Explain everything. So
Yeah.
You were so lucky you're not being arrested.
can I speak with you before I take?
Absolutely. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
have
here.
a quick question though, actually. When I gave you my phone number there before, you failed the number.
I don't have it on here.
Yeah, if you could just edit that out.
Yeah, we don't have it on
we
here.
do personal information.
I mean, do you have a loved one? Do you have a mom and dad? Do you have somebody that you turn to, that you talk to?
No one does.
What? Who do you talk to usually?
Depends on what the problem is, I guess. And sometimes
Is your mom around? Is your dad?
they both are, but depending on the problem, my relationship with my father's a little bit different than some people have. We don't talk like, father and son, so it's hard to speak about some things.
I mean, do you truly feel guilty? So do you want to hold yourself accountable right now? Because obviously you're lucky that you're not going away in handcuffs because how careful you were in the messages.
I wasn't careful for a specific reason. I was just not saying.
Of course you were. You said you didn't want to go to jail. You told her that.
Yeah, I said I asked her, "Are you going to send me to jail?"
See, this is what really pisses me off when you try justifying your actions.
I'm not trying to justify it. I'm just telling you what I said. Why I said it. It's not a
It's
justification.
justification. It's what it is. So can you hold yourself accountable? Can you call your mom or dad and tell them what you're doing here tonight?
No.
So you don't care. So you don't want to get help. You don't want to
I mean,
change.
I'll speak to them about it privately, but I'm not going to speak to it in order to make you
Bring me
get
what?
it on recording and stuff like that.
I mean, it's more than that. It's for your own.
Okay. I don't feel particularly comfortable doing that while you're recording it. I'm sorry. But
You're lucky that the cops are here because very lucky.
quite a few years.
How many? Quite a few.
We've known each other since we were about 18 years old. Together about 9 years.
Where does she think? Does she know you're like all the way over here, or
She knows that I'm out.
you guys live together? Hopefully she's not on Instagram too much because you're not gonna call her and tell her she's gonna find out. So.
I mean, that's the thing. So if you don't want to call your parents, I'm going to make sure that the first thing we do Monday morning is go to your employer with all the evidence. We're going to show them. And then we're going to, my partner over here is number one cybersecurity company in the world. We'll find all your information, the rest of it. I mean, this is how we do it instead of going that route. Because we're, like we said, we're not here to ruin people's lives. We're here to protect children. We're also here to make you hold yourself accountable. So you hold yourself accountable is calling a loved one and saying, listen, I messed up. I need help. I need someone to understand what I'm going through. Because you said you need someone to talk to, right? So maybe let's start with not talking to 13-year-olds. Just talk to mom and dad.
And like I said, I will.
You have a mom and dad, right? Some people don't have those people to turn to. You're blessed to have that. I don't have a mom. I can't call my mom when things are going hard. She isn't here, but you do. Do you see me turn into a 13-year-old? Nah, it's not happening. So I mean, if you don't want to call them, that's fine. We'll call them ourselves. We'll find the information. We'll send over everything, the videos, all the messages. I mean, if they can find out that way, and your employers will find out first thing next week. I mean, that's your decision then. So.
Oh. You guys know about
I mean,
oh yeah, he did. I found the not referred to
why is it that you wouldn't want to call it? You're saying because of the video?
I mean, I want to speak to them on my own terms. I don't really want to do it under pressure to be told that if I don't want to suffer the repercussions that I have to speak to my family.
I mean,
speak to my family
you're worried about the repercussions for yourself, but what happens if that 13-year-old would have showed up?
I am worried about that, and I'm saying, I will speak to my parents.
You are worried about that? You wouldn't have been worried if you were worried about it. You wouldn't have drove 45 minutes.
I can be worried about what could happen to someone and have no intentions of doing something.
Like he said, you drove 45 minutes and 2 months of talking to literally. You said I was gonna say hi and then leave.
I walk around.
How does that make any sense?
Perhaps to you it doesn't. I know it doesn't make sense. It doesn't sound right.
It doesn't make sense if I go and grab 10 grown-ups right now. None of them will agree with you.
Okay. I understand that. I'm not saying what I did was right, but I'm not saying that what I did was to hurt anybody. I'm not trying.
But that's what it would have led to. Your loneliness, your darkest place.
See, that's the thing, sir. You can't just throw that and say that.
We're gonna meet her at a park.
No, I wasn't. I never said once that I would meet her at a park. She asked if I would, and I said, no, I don't think so. I insisted that we stay public because I don't want any misconstruing. I didn't want to touch her or think that that was what was going to happen. Whichever you guys were, whoever the decoy was saying, oh, a park, we can do that. I would say, oh, I thought we were just meeting to say hi. I thought we were going somewhere public. I thought we were just going to say hello to one another.
What you would have walked around with her in there and what? Talked about what? What does a 30-year-old have to talk to? What in common can a 30-year-old and a 13-year-old child that has a bedtime? What can they talk about?
She mentioned that she was in love with The Mandalorian. I like that show. She might have wanted to talk about that. I don't know. She might have just wanted to talk about her life, what's going on in it.
Ooh. All this stuff is, as soon as you get that email.
I'm not understanding.
Okay.
A strange 13-year-old?
I'll send it tonight. I don't know if you're going to see your email.
And that's the problem. 13-year-olds with technology these days, everyone has an iPhone. Everyone can get on these apps. They can talk to anybody. Say their parents aren't strict. So they're being rebellious. They want to just talk and meet somebody. So then they meet you, a child predator, somebody that's luring them off the internet, telling them it's okay. Don't tell your mom. That's the problem. That's not a mistake. It's a sickness. Because I'm sure both these officers, that officer, my partner, these people in these cars, everybody goes through hard times. It's a life.
All right. You're good to go if you wish. If you want to stay and talk to him, you can.
I'm sure he doesn't.
But I don't know. They have a lot of good things to say to you. I mean, luckily they caught you before you actually did something stupid. If you were going to do something stupid, I'm not going to say that foreshadow that you were going to do something, but it appeared that you were going to do something you would really regret in your life. So if you want to take off, go ahead. If you want to stick around and talk to them, that's totally up to you.
I'll speak to them for a little bit longer.
I just wanted to let you know that you don't have to stay here at all.
Okay.
All right?
All right, thank you so much. Actually, can you gentlemen, if I'm not going to say, they said something about following back to my...
Yeah, it's for our safety and your safety. And so if this would ever go any further, that there was no end of the camera and you say that we hurt you or did anything.
I mean, if you want to go to your car right now, I can wait here with them.
Okay.
If that's really what you want to do.
Yeah, I would like that.
All right, go ahead.
Thank you.
Can I be escorted to follow him to his car?
This is just legal wise. This ain't for any
civil.
other reason. Yeah.
I mean, you're going to be able to see what car he gets in.
I just want to get a slate. But
Man, I'll come out loud, but
I'm not stopping you.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll be right back.
I want to thank you guys for your support. Unfortunately,
Delray Police.
this guy was
Delray
on
Beach Police. Awesome.
the top side of wording the art was very specific. I forgot what I was supposed to do now, though, about
Far away. Stay away from kids, Jonathan.
If you guys don't want to talk more, we can talk more. My question.
Do you want to? Yeah, go ahead. We're not cops. You know that.
I know.
Oh, no,
I mean,
thank you.
yeah, no, I don't
No,
want a
you
cigarette.
want-
No. I mean, you see the problem now?
Yeah, I do. I do. Look, I know you're not going to believe me. I know that. I know. What I did was wrong and f***ed up. Talking to her, speaking to her, it was. I don't want you to try and think that I'm trying to justify that in any way, because I'm not. I never will try to justify that. That was f***ed up and wrong of me to do. But I did not ever have any intention of acting on anything. That's one thing I will say and just keep saying, because I f***ed up by talking to her and I f***ed up by coming here to say hello, but that's all.
Are you really going by this licensed therapist?
I am a therapist.
Hand therapist. You mean like a massage hand therapist or
And
You
specialist.
don't work at Old Navy. You don't work at any of these hotel places.
I do work at Old Navy. Well, I did
It's in 2017.
part-time as a stock kid and a cashier.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I know the cops just talked to you and they explained that you were on the borderline, like you got lucky. But like, I personally still don't see it in your eyes and the way you're holding. Like, I asked you to call someone you love, and you say, "Nah, I'm not gonna do it."
I just don't want to do it on your video, man. I don't. And I don't.
They're gonna
expect
see it
you to.
anyway.
Yeah, they're gonna see it. They're all gonna get it,
That's
anyways.
I
That's
don't
fine
wanna-
to you.
I don't want to drag them into it like that.
You
You know?
know, they're gonna find out. You're gonna have to explain it.
God's work, even though the police ain't.
Thank you.
Thank you. We appreciate you guys.
Doing God's work.
Thank you.
Much appreciated.
13-year-old.
Yeah, and exactly. So you guys understand how this would feel.
Yeah. He
They
just
have-
wanted to hang out.
Yeah, he talked for 2 months and drove 45 minutes just to walk around with a 13-year-old.
Listen. I think the consequences for a lot of these people and wasting taxpayers' money, there's a more cost-effective method.
Agreed.
My stepdad just wanted to hang out with a 13-year-old too, buddy.
Yeah.
What happened to her?
Wow.
Well, I'm
sorry to
sorry.
hear that.
Appreciate you guys.
This guy gets
Blasting my bed.
I mean, do you see, like, how it's wrong? There's nothing okay about being friends with a random strange 13-year-old, even if it's just talking or whatever you think you're doing.
No, it's not.
2 months. 2 months. I mean, like I said, you're lucky that we came here with cameras. You're lucky that the cops showed up.
Lucky it wasn't federal agents because it is a federal crime, and the local police, they were super cool and nice to you. You're obviously there's gonna be a report with a body cam that anyone can request, and you can request yourself. But yeah, now really to end this, we have to watch you drive away, so you can't say that either of us hurt you, or you can't say we. You understand?
Yeah, so that doesn't look like the camera just cut off while I'm standing.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And you're still like, listen, this is our shot, like us trying to give you the opportunity of not going to your career and your job. But that's the only way we know that you'll take it more serious, because you get your car tonight, home, and that's it. Whew. Got away with one.
I don't think I got away with
He
it.
got away lucky.
I don't think that
I
you know,
still,
I didn't get away with anything. I wasn't trying to hurt anyone.
The only reason they didn't arrest you, those cops said to me, and you'll see in the video, I'm sure, when your family shows it to you, the cops knew what you're here to do. They just can't put words in your mouth. It's very obvious what you're here to do, Jonathan. You don't have to
You're not
admit
here
it on
just to
camera.
talk and hang
You're
out
not
with
dumb.
a 13-year-old. Doesn't make sense.
That's your take on it. I get you.
That's not our take. Don't insult our intelligence.
I'm not insulting anyone.
You
You don't
definitely
talk
are.
for 2 months.
Right.
So I understand you're not going to call someone you love because you're probably embarrassed. I know
Because you're
not,
a why.
Yeah, and you're
That's
not gonna
exactly
tell
what
him.
it is.
but you're telling me you're okay with us next week going to your work. You're going to get fired.
I think that you guys would probably go to my work no matter what. Or
That's not the case.
That's not the case. See,
Or-
we're not here to ruin people's lives. We're trying to make people understand what they're doing, hold themselves accountable.
So it doesn't happen again. So it doesn't happen to an
That's
actual child.
That's not my goal. Is to ruin someone's life. I don't want anybody's life to get ruined.
We
That's
didn't
why
even
I'm
call
here.
the police. We didn't call the
Yeah,
police.
that wasn't us.
An undercover detective heard us in the Walmart. That's why I said to come outside to talk. We don't want police to get involved. We want you to be honest, and then we want to leave.
And that's why we do the video.
Alright.
But no, if you don't want to call them, that's fine. But it just makes it harder on yourself, is what I'm trying to get at. It's not a threat. It's the reality of it.
I don't feel threatened.
Good, you shouldn't.
Yeah, I don't.
But you're comfortable with losing your job.
I don't want to lose my job, but I'd rather not.
Call your parents and hold yourself accountable than lose your job?
I'm going to speak to my family about it, but I'm not going to do it on this video. No.
So you rather get embarrassed in the middle of work on video?
We'll just show up there too.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen. So you have a choice. It's up to you.
All right, I'll be going then.
Huh?
I'll be going then.
You'll be going then.
Drive
All right.
safe.
All right. Well, see you next week at your work. Stop talking to children. Being a child predator is not a good look.
No, I'm not trying to.
You're not trying to be, but you are. You showed up to meet one. Meeting a child off the internet is being a child predator. Direct messages about beat his ass. You know, take it in your own hands. Trust me, there's more. Obviously, there's nothing more I would love than smash this guy's head, but I can't. Legally, I can't. If I want to continue to be able to expose these child, turn them in, and I promise you, the past 7 that we've caught, we turn in, and they're getting arrested. And that's the only way by me not putting my hands.
We're going to go back and speak to the police, so I'm going to cut it off here, guys. Thank you.
Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
Oh, TC, Romede, Bonata.
That's very funny.
Okay, capital.
Stop! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Straight down! Turn the truck off!
Does he smoke a large amount? Yeah. Does he try to get you guys to do it to it? With him?
Put the keys outside the door. Drop them.
Hey, what is that? Well, here comes the flamingo.
So this is what they took?
He's a coward. No good. Illegal.
Hands! 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 Hands!